good, everybody? Welcome back. We're on episode 3, so things are starting to heat up. We open right back up on the Stepstones, and things are not looking good. Crab Feeder's still out here doing the absolute most, nailing Corlys's men to posts like this dude is on a different level of unhinged. Before he could even catch his breath, dragon fire. Daemon pulls up on Caraxes, and this dragon is literally just a flying nuke. No one is safe. Crab Feeder's crew, Corlys's crew, everybody's catching the flame. The Triarchy is throwing everything they got trying to bring Caraxes down. Flaming arrows, the whole 9 yards. And they actually end up clipping Daemon. And you can kind of hear Caraxes feel that hit too, so they just peel off of the battlefield. Round 1 goes to the Crab Feeder. Cut to a feast. The king is out here cooing at a baby in front of a whole crowd. That baby just turned 2. And yeah, it's Viserys and Alicent's kid. His name? Aegon. Remember that name. 2 years have passed and these two wasted absolutely zero time. Now that there's a male heir walking around, everybody and their mother is side-eyeing Rhaenyra's spot. But Otto, surprise, surprise, already knows Viserys isn't moving her, so Otto pulls up to a high tower higher up and basically says, "We need a male heir on that throne by any means." This man stays scheming. The celebration gets interrupted when someone rides up to tell the king that the Stepstones is falling apart. Daemon and Corlys are out here taking L's and they need backup. You know what Viserys does? Dismisses the man and goes back to the party. Classic. Meanwhile, Rhaenyra's outside under a tree, fully avoiding the whole situation, and you can feel it. 2 years later, and she still hasn't forgiven her dad for marrying her best friend. Alicent comes to pull her back inside, and the tension between these two is thick. Rhaenyra is calling her my queen the whole time. Not Alicent, not her name, my queen. Stone cold. There's also a musician by the tree, playing at Rhaenyra's request, and the second he sees Alicent, he stops. Rhaenyra tells him she didn't say stop, so he sits back down. Then Alicent tells him to leave. He leaves. And Rhaenyra just has to sit there and watch, seething. Out at the hunt, we get a new face, Larys Strong. They're calling him Clubfoot. Walks with a cane, doesn't say much, just sits in the corner, absorbs everything like a sponge. You gotta keep your eye on that one. Then the Lannister guy, Jason Lannister, tries to shoot a shot at Rhaenyra. This man's actually saying, "I got Casterly Rock. I'll build you a dragon pit." Like, bro, what are you even saying right now? Rhaenyra's cringing so hard she's practically vibrating. She confronts her dad about it and they start going at it, loud, in front of everyone. Otto has to step in and be the voice of reason and try to kill the tension. The king's message is simple. You're of age, you will marry. Full stop. At the hunt, they find a white stag, supposedly a symbol of royalty, and the whole hunt pivots to tracking it down for Aegon's name day. Rhaenyra says, nah, hops on a horse and dips into the woods. Cole tries to chase her down, and honestly, their conversation out there is probably one of the more normal interactions we've seen all episode. No politics, no scheming, just two people. Cole even offers to murk the Lannister dude. He plays it off as a joke, but I'm watching you. They're out in the woods all night, and they run into a wild boar. The thing charges at Rhaenyra. Cole gets knocked off his feet, and Rhaenyra just handles it herself. Stabs this boar to death, solo. No help, no knights, nothing. Meanwhile, back at camp, Viserys is getting his stag kill with about 5 knights holding it in place for him. The contrast is not subtle. Oh, and on their way back to camp, they see the white stag just staring at Rhaenyra. Cole reaches for his sword and she tells him to just leave it. The forest basically just confirmed who the real royalty is, and she knew it. She walks back to camp covered in boar blood, looking like an absolute warrior, and everyone just watches. Otto corners Alicent and gives her a mission: guide the king toward making Aegon the heir. He's talking about Rhaenyra stepping over Aegon, like she's the one doing the stepping when she's already heir. But that's Otto for you. Alicent, she takes it all in and she starts to work on the king. She's actually making some solid points too. She asks whether if killing the Crab Feeder benefits the crown. If it does, then we need to get involved, and the king starts to come around. Back on the Stepstones, they're cooked. Corlys' son Rhaenyra is there now, all grown up from the tournament days. The plan? Use Daemon as bait. Bro's already a crash out, so they figured he'd be perfect to draw the crab feeders' army out of the caves. A messenger arrives with word from the king. Help is on the way. Daemon hears this and immediately starts beating the shit out the messenger. This man would rather die than accept help from his brother, so he grabs a white flag and walks towards the caves alone. The crab feeder comes out, his men come out, and Daemon immediately pulls a hidden dagger out and starts going absolutely feral. He's soloing the entire army. The Triarchy is shooting arrows and somehow missing, like they never held a goddamn bow in their lives. They finally bring him down and swarm him, which is exactly what they wanted, because now everybody's out of the caves. Rhaenyra comes flying in on his dragon, torches everything. Corlys and his men move in to clean up. Daemon chases the crab feeder into the caves, and we get one of the coldest walkouts of the season so far. He comes back out dragging half of the crab feeder. He bodied him off screen, left his remains on display for everyone to see, and that is how you end a war. Episode 3 in the books. Comment your thoughts below, smash that like, and I'll see y'all in episode 4.